Hello and welcome back. 46 years later, we descend upon the third and final series of the night here at Challenger League. I'm Katie, and with me is Papa Smithy. We're going to be getting into this one. Nomshim up against DRX. Could go either way. This is a relatively close match we have, especially compared to the first two.
Well, I thought the first one was going to be close, and if it wouldn't have been, I would have expected T1 to 2-0, but that did not happen. They got clapped. So, who knows what is real? Who knows what is going to happen, and who knows who's going to win this? Out of the matches today, though, I am 100% expecting this one to go the distance, but I've been wrong so many times. Might as well add another one to the list.
Yeah. So they're asking for some caster cursing magic. It's really hard to actually do that. It kind of happens naturally.
Yeah.
We'll
You
see.
can't force it.
This is current second place versus current third place, and that's only because DK took the win tonight. One of these teams will be joining them up at the top in terms of at least having 3 wins. And I think if we had to guess one team, Nomshim looks really good. DRX also look really good, but slight edge to Nomshim perhaps in this one. And we would expect that it shouldn't be a 2-0, but Homalife did 2-0 T1, and Bro also 2-0'd Homalife. So anything is possible at Challengers.
Yeah, that I still don't understand on a very fundamental level, but it's got to embrace it. For today, I'm particularly happy because Nomshim is one of the most creative teams that we have in the LCK, and maybe, just maybe, we can have some fun with it. And as Kevin Kim is talking about, DRX roster actually is quite cool. There have been a lot of Academy pull-ups on the DRX main team as well, but also here, of course, with Clear leaving, we've had some swap-ups. And we'll see whether today DRX can... Frog.
Ribbit.
Very much ribbit. Can a league game end in a tie? No. Physically impossible. Can't be done. There's I'm thinking like what popular esports had ties? StarCraft is the only one I can think of, right? You can have scenarios where like...
Stalemates.
Yeah, where one person has like a command center flying somewhere and the other one has no resources and can't get there.
I casted an hour-and-a-half long game that ended in a stalemate.
Classic.
And then it was a remake, and the remake was 45 minutes long.
Oh.
I did that one with Wolf.
Oh my god.
We ended the cast at 1:30 in the morning.
StarCraft matches can be like 10 minutes as well.
Yeah.
Like you can actually have a best of 7 in like an hour.
That's the fun of it.
Beautiful. For League, that can't be done. No ties possible. And ever since GNR ruined League of Legends forever by introducing Elder Dragon because they had to have a 1.5. That is a... I'm going to interrupt myself because that is a sick fan sign. Plata versus Call.
Wow.
Look at that. That looks amazing.
It's very cool stuff
Yeah.
they have brought to the studio today.
These fans, man. They're cooking.
Yeah. Cooking up the fan signs. We have 4 different signs for players. Not sure which one was left out.
Nomshim fans, yeah.
But that's fine. Nomshim.
They always look so happy, man. They're always giggling.
Yeah. The Nomshim organization in general. Definitely just having a good time on regular LCK and in Challenger League. Because here's DRX, now with extra Frog.
And Career. In place of Piero, but the Frog and Sponge combination, perhaps the best combination of names in top jungle that we have in the world. Because it's a Frog and Sponge. Yeah. It's Sponge. Like, I don't know.
Spongiest prime.
He sponges all over everyone in challengers all the time. Team is very lovable, obviously, had a great spring as well, and hoping to maintain their top place at the standings. Now, either team losing here doesn't mean that there's something going to drop, just means that they'll go to 2-1 instead of the coveted 3-0.
Yeah, nowadays in Korea, a lot of finals going on, a lot of tests And what did they do 2 days before the exam? They came down to support baby DRX.
Taking breaks actually is really good for you when you're studying. I always told that to myself, and that didn't always work out very well. But supporting challengers, I think that deserves an exception.
Yeah, absolutely. We need Bob on that team. Yeah, where's Bob? How come there's no player named Bob?
Maybe Frog and change the name to Bob, and then we have Bob and Sponge.
Bob Sponge?
Bob Sponge.
Bob Le Punch? Yeah. All right. DRX starting on blue side.
Yes.
Lucian banned. Where's the
Are
Maokai
we gonna ban like Callista again? We're not. Oh my god.
Hey,
Nongshi's banning good
Cassante,
champions.
nice.
You guys have to be messing with us.
A lot of choices.
No, we're not. There is a player called. There's no Bob, but there is a player called Sponge.
Emilio gone.
DRX CL is strong for sure.
Maokai.
So Zeri, Yumi,
Maokai.
Sejuani.
Sejuani.
Out of those, like, I really wonder what's happening in scrims with Zeri Yumi. Oh, okay. That she's not being highly prioritized, and I'm like, huh, okay. Well, that you do have Jiwoo, who is one of the top tier 80 carries, and Nongshim is making everyone happy by doing exactly what
Are they?
Well, so
yes and no.
I don't want to see this, but I do believe from the bottom of my heart that it is the right choice.
And what about Maokai?
Well, you can Maokai are free because they're gonna pick. I guess they're gonna pick solo lanes from here on out, and then Nongshim's gonna go jungle.
The Jax prio.
Oh, Graggy? I mean, Gragas into Jax is kind of nuts. Jax doesn't really get to play the video game at any point. So definitely a nice one for Nongshim, but now DRX can ban out two junglers. Nongshim, we'll see. Might still be Gragas mid, you never know, but into Jax specifically, I think the matchup is incredible. Only thing I'm sad is that we're not getting the Neela from Jiwoo, which we know he loves.
Yeah. Well, maybe in the next game.
Maybe, perchance.
Especially if they win.
Oh.
If they lose, Zeriumi again. Nautilus.
So, we'll go with the Nautilus. I'm kind of wondering, like Varus? Varus not, maybe?
No Varus. Varus isn't a champion.
Okay, but what else do you go? Zaya Rakan? That's actually one thing that's
Yes.
a really big difference between the LCK and Challengers, the Rakan priority. Challengers doesn't really care about Rakan.
Yeah. Rakan's sometimes difficult. Ooh.
Oh,
Elveth. Okay, it's actually locked in.
Sounda. Oh my god. We're cooking. What if, okay, wait. Yeah, what if it's Sejuani? Oh,
What?
we're gaming.
We're gaming.
We went from I sleep to real stuff. That's what we did here.
Wait, but why was the Talia?
But Talia's really good. It's Elisa,
No, it's not.
Sejuani, and Ari.
Don't say that you love the Talia here.
I have zero problems with the Talia. You're a kite back comp. They're full short range. Wait. Oh my god.
No.
I like, are they gonna send a Lee? I'm like,
Could be Lee bot.
it could be.
Yeah.
Oh, DRX bringing back the Senna. I'm excited about that. But the Lee, I'm a little worried about. Career, you know what? Show us.
Yeah, Kevin Kim was saying he was talking some mad trash from academies. Like, you know what? These players in academy, not good enough for me. If I go to challengers, it's to dominate. And you know what?
We get to have some fun with it.
Lee Sin support.
I knew from the bottom, I could trust these two teams to do something that wasn't just anything we've seen a million times. And here we are. Senna Lee bot lane, Bel'Veth in the... I would have taken just the Bel'Veth. That would have already made me happy.
Yeah. There's a lot of things going on in this draft. Maybe some mind games between these two top teams and challengers.
The one thing I'm worried about is what if none of this matters and it just ends up being about Zeriumi again? Because that could happen.
Maybe.
That is a very realistic...
Gio is good enough to make it about that, for sure.
He is. So, play that career. smack him early. He got a really strong topside skirmishing. And I'm really wondering, I haven't seen Belviv in a while, why Sounda pulls this out, what the thought process was. Does get the matchup that he was looking for. I was actually expecting DRX to swap also, because then, you know, you don't have the sedge into Belviv problem.
Every time a Yuumi dies, an angel gets its wings.
I even with
Come on, George. Got a job to do.
With the Lee and the Senna coming through, the team fighting from Nongshim, I think, is some of the best in challengers. You have a front-to-back comp with a Gragas and the Zeri and Yuumi. So good luck to DRX.
Here we go. Off we go. Game 1, DRX Nongshim Challenger level.
Like, this is the Challenger level?
Yes.
As in, normally we play the LCK levels, but
Yes.
before you can do those,
Challenger
you need
level.
to prestige first in Challengers.
It's Frog Sponge time.
Frog, Sponge, Career. It's
But
really
that would
nice that,
be
like,
Preach.
on DRX, you have, like, a... obviously, Pleda and Setup are kind of out there, but, like, Frog, Sponge, Career, and then you have Sounda. Mahal, G. I mean, G was just a name, so, like, that was kind of...
Call me maybe.
So, we haven't made Call Me Maybe jokes in a bit.
Yeah. I just met you.
And this is crazy.
But here's my SpongeBob.
So, Sponge Me Maybe?
Interesting. Level 2 all-in angle. Maybe.
Career
I mean,
has Ignite as well. He's not messing around.
this is part of why you would do this, right? It is fasting Senna, so you want to level 2, you want to put on the aggression. Pleta is poking down Ju already, as Nongshim are not really taking these trades very well. They're trying to hit level 2 here, as you can see. Trying to get onto these minions, but it's not really going to work out for them. They need one more. There they go, as in level 2 is. They go over the wall. See you later. And at the end of the day, still feels good for DRX bot lane.
I think we might have dive. Sponge cleared his entire bot set. I'm making his way over. Early trades, very favorable. This is, though, still someone is available. Flash, Cleanse, Exhaust, and Heal. And Sponge, at the very least, going to be getting some vision.
Dude, what are you doing?
Well,
Surely I'll be safe. There shouldn't be a jungler here, right?
well,
there
we'll
is.
see.
Well, it'll stop his
Oh.
back anyway. This is not going to be good for their lane. And Sponge can just hang around a
they're
little
dead.
bit.
Yeah, I think we're about to see Zeri Yuumi punished. It's
Wave
about to
is
happen,
effed.
chat. It's coming. You don't like Zeri Yuumi.
Any Sponge enjoyers? Wait, get your clips ready. Oh god, they're so dead! Sponge is going to be totally fine. Nice job tanking it up as Pleta takes a little bit extra, but it's okay because Career is going to get that going. Stay tab off the map, totally fine. And that's 2-0 early for DRX.
Setup pays his flash, you know, but he's fine. He doesn't care. Sound like ganked him, so what? My bot lane just got a double. Pleta and Career both getting a kill. Early Swift, he's early pickaxe. So clean here.
This bottom lane is like done.
Yeah, it's kind of over. Now it is Zeri Yuumi, so there's always potential for a comeback. But as we can see, clearly, they are not ready. The fact that you try to contest a Senna level 1 is very ambitious. And as it turns out, Senna lead level 1, level 2 is better than Zeri Yuumi.
Yeah.
And as a result, humongous lead here early for DRX. Ewu and HH on the back foot.
He's keeping this meme going. I love it. That's one of my favorite movies. Have you ever seen... What's the name failing me right now? It's a Wonderful Life.
I don't think I have.
All right. It's about George Bailey.
Okay.
Anyway.
Cool. Cool story, bro.
The world is healing. Yeah. I can see trees begin to bloom again. I don't know why I said trees. Anyway. Here they go once again. The Q onto the Zeri, and they just go over the wall. And yeah, you can continue doing this, but the issue is that your lane's not in a good spot.
Oh, no.
You
That's not a
will
good
have to step up again. And eventually, you're going to be missing out on farm. You're going to be missing out on XP. As it looks like it will push back into them, but it's just still not a good spot.
Extremely happy to see Chat united in Zeri Yumi dying. That's all I want. You know, for Chat to finally come together, and as it turns out, all we needed was a greater evil. And it was Zeri Yumi. And they're getting pummeled, they're getting bullied, and it feels good. It feels good.
I see trees of green. Dead Yumi too.
Perfect.
And the Zeri as well. Don't forget about her. How to win? How can bottom win lane if Nongshim's jungle doesn't go bot? Well, it's Bel'Veth, first of all. So yeah, she could have been there and it might have helped, but
kind of has to clear her own jungle.
Yeah, she has to farm out a bit, you know, and Sejuani doesn't really have that same responsibility, you could say. And now Sponge, I mean, he's got back into the game. He was behind like 14 CS, but it didn't really matter because of what he did to the bottom lane. As now, do have Nongshim trying to rotate out of this one. G will survive for now. Q is going to land. Career takes a turret shot, but he will be okay.
There's a big win, though. They catch the wave, so they're able to catch up a little bit in CS. Obviously, still going to be a sizable lead here. But the DRX now up to them to keep pushing this lead, currently at 2k advantage. Do have decent scaling, right? It's not like it's bad. Senna is self-explanatory. But I do think a short-range composition like this, when you're playing late game into Gragas and Taliyah and Zeri Yumi, I still think you can struggle. Again, we've seen Zeri Yumi come back from some situations that it feels like they shouldn't. But the early game, though, being played expertly here by DRX. And Plata and Curry doing a really good job of keeping the pressure on. Sponge, he doesn't care. He's not farming. He has one job only, that is taking down Jiwoo and the cat.
That's a good idea. If you're going to leave, and this is all planned, right? Like, you've got Ari, you've got Sejuani, you can continue to pressure the bottom side. And if you're going to leave them Zeri Yumi and bait them into picking it, this is one way to shut it down if it's done well. And so far, that's a bit of an understatement. I mean, Jiwoo is kind of hanging on a little bit, but it's not a good spot for him. And it'll be a while before he finishes that call. They get total bot priority, so Drakes will go their way as well. This first Hex attack will go over to Sponge. And that is going to be a wonderful time. We already have 3 plates down and more on the way.
Yeah, they're completely bopping them. Sponge does get low, but does have plenty of vision, so doesn't have to be afraid of Sauna suddenly walking in. Look at that vision in the bot side jungle. Wards on every entrance. So Sound will hit level 6 now, but Bel'Veth not having the early game impact thus far that is needed, as the observers also showcasing how aware they are of everything that's going on. And Sponge, early dives, working out amazingly, picks up the early dragon. For Sauna, though, this is a big opportunity. If they can get Herald, specifically with Bel'Veth, and you can get a dive going somewhere, you can swing gold very aggressively. But look at this. See the awareness for DRX. Plata already roaming over. HH making his way across the map, but that is going to take a long time here. Topside trade's not looking too well, although Frog did invest his ultimate. And oh, it's only going to be in time. No. I don't know. It's going to be a flip.
Oh, the eye. He's going to get it, okay, but this fight is not looking good for Nongshim. As, yeah, okay, Rift Herald, but you're both dead as a double kill goes to the Ahri, and Sitab will hit his first item in insane time. Because meanwhile, on the bottom side, Career's like, yeah, cool story, and he goes, it's flashed away. Jiwoo will be able to survive, but trading flashes here. Career is not too dissatisfied with that.
And Jiwoo, if he dies there, the game is well, it's never over. It's very unique, but it's very close to him. Actually surviving is really big, means that he can go back. And he's been sitting on a decent amount of cash with his call coming through. But crucially here, Plata, beautifully done on this rope. Blasting Senna, effectively his support. Get over the moment that the root hits, you know that Satan is going to lock down the kill. And as mentioned, Frog, even though, yeah, he invests his ultimate, but he does put Mahou on the back foot. As a result, will be a Herald going over to Nongshim, but a bunch of kills being given to DRX. And now it all comes down to, does Nongshim get anything out of this Herald? Because with Bel'Veth, if you're unaware, Bel'Veth, when she is able to use the Herald on the tower, you spawn a bunch of
Buggies.
tiny buggies, and they're really, really strong. Like, they're kind of bonkers. So, ideally...
No, they're buggies, not bonkers. I guess they do kind of bonk as well.
They bonk their head into the turret.
Yeah, so I guess they are bonkers as well.
Okay, so I'm seeing some chatters that are unaware that we're watching Challengers, and I would implore you to keep watching, see what happens. Zerglings, that's great. I like that a lot. But, oh boy, they know this free versus free. Gonna be rough here.
Yeah, the Rift Ult's coming down, and now Jiu's like, oh god, wait! I didn't sign up for this, man. I was just trying to help you get some turret plates. And instead he lost his life. And I think Nongshim will be happy they didn't lose any more.
And they got nothing, man.
Well, Almi, no flash, no hope, I don't believe, as Spirit Rush is down. It gets him in position, and Pleta helps out with a little bit there. Is not able to steal the kill, but that's fine. 3-0 on Setab. This is turning into an absolute Omega Stomp.
DRX, baby. Coming in hot. They have the tech ready. They make the read on draft. And as we can see, working out amazingly. Career coming in, being like, yeah, I'm a new support. I'm coming in. Playing Lee and dunking on Zerayumi is not what I predicted to have happen today.
Yeah,
but
no.
I'm all here for it. Oh,
all right.
Counterplay here.
Now, will Pleta and Career fall to this? The two of them are quite strong. Remember, they are pretty insane. As now, Career going in. Exhaust, though, maybe too strong. As the rocks are down to the ground, he's going to survive against that, just dunking on them as they tried to set it up. They didn't realize they were stuck in there with DRX. And DRX is going to pick up 3 more kills.
It's so over. Oh my god,
it's
so
over.
Dunzo.
Career, though, is like kind of a Giga Chad, man.
He's like correct, man.
He just like came up from Academy. He's like, yo, where's my actual challenge here?
I was hyping up DRX challengers. As it turns out, the real gamers were in Academy because Career, Paddock, and Yehu are. Well, okay, maybe not so much Yehu. He's been alright, but the rest of the team.
He's got attitude, you know.
He has the moxie that you need to be a good mid laner.
He'll get there. I mean, if the rest of them are this good, like, what the hell?
Yeah. What do you say? They try and go for the 100-0, but a little bit of the CC not quite coming through. That states up with the flash. Career staying alive there. And if that Hail Mary play works out, you know, maybe, but Senna's there providing a lot of extra survivability, and it is a Lee, so if the lockdown doesn't work, you don't 100-0. It's kind of doomed. He was also monster fed, so he already had an item. And
yeah, Yehu had a good series yesterday, or a good game.
Oh, I love how immediately Twitch chat goes from, oh, this guy's good, to no, he sucks. Good job, chat.
Nobody say anything. They're just getting lucky.
Yehu.
The coaches had a great draft.
They did.
Yeah.
No, Yehu did. Yehu's playing well. Like, it's not like, but I feel like Paddock really looks good. Another Kentech Rift? Seriously?
Nice.
Mahal, the one standing member that hasn't died yet.
No, he's so dead. Oh my god. It's just a no hope. It's really clean.
Chat, where do we land on a perfect game if you get a Herald? I'm kind of down with calling it a perfect game anyway. You know, I think it's okay.
I don't think
I think it's fine.
I think if you get a Herald, you avoid it. It's a big objective. It's like getting a dragon.
Well, I know, but I feel like if there is absolutely zero chance, like, haven't we had a perfect game since Herald also?
Yeah. Really? Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was Afrika before Kwangdong came in and sponsored them. They got one like 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
Like 2021?
Yeah, something like that.
Like out of nowhere, because that team was not.
It was randomly like what? How did they perfect game them? And they looked like so good.
And then they lost the series.
Back when Keen was on the team. I think they won the series. I think it was against one of the weaker teams. I don't remember.
So,
but it's kind of like there in my brain, just hanging out, a random memory.
I'm gonna just fire off a tweet.
Okay.
saying that if you want to see Zeri Yumi lose, just
Yeah, get in there.
I'm gonna quickly.
Not a lot going on in this game. I think I can handle it. Sounda waiting for the gank. They're only down 6,500 gold. Second Rift Herald on the way. No vision. No shit. I feel like I'm speaking in haiku or something right now. At Worldy Atlas. Oh, you could say he has a career as Gen.G. Ah, nice. Frog is getting dove here, and he has Setab to teleport in. Setab already with the Everfrost, as now, actually, there's a bunch of members coming over. Gyu looking to help out. Oh, Setab, I don't know about that. He doesn't know about the Zeri in the bush as the ult comes out, and Setab is dead. Belveth is going to pick up that kill, and the big shutdown on the 5-0 Ahri. Now, meanwhile, the entire team from DRX is just pushing mid. So yes, they will get these 2 kills, and in fact, they will get quite a lot of gold onto their carries on the side here. 1 kill for Gyu, 1 for, well, that's the end of Call Me. But at the same time, a lot of map gold going over to DRX.
So Zeri got 1 kill, and I feel personally responsible given the timing of my tweet. But the trade's been great. This game really has it all. So we have career popping up after trash talking. We have Veldus, his hate of Talia being justified, with the champion getting absolutely bought. We have Zeri Yumi getting completely collapsed. Nice collapse here from Nongshim. Do appreciate them still making corrective plays. This is a team that has come back from some absurd level of...
oh, what was that? They both like flashed in opposite directions.
Yeah, and then Career still gets him with a Q. Has Ignite Vision, right? So not a blind Q. Just hits him. Man hasn't missed the Q.
Wait, Ignite gives vision?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What? That's really good.
Yeah. And this happens to me all the time.
Makes it easier to kill them.
Just joined. Why is Lee Sin bot lane? Oh, yeah, because Career wanted to dunk on some nerds, I think. So the actual.
Oh no, he's so dead.
So bad. Yeah, no, we're not
he's
talking.
so dead.
We're not talking about the game. We're not talking about the game.
What?
So.
But he died so much.
Yeah, I know. Career or Call Me rather is not having a great day, and he's good. Call Me's a good player. So Leah, you know what? You're convinced. This game's done it. I'm not. I love Talia
really
as
about
a character.
The mid lane, though.
I know it wasn't. So I'm glad people are coming in. I hope collectively we can unite in seeing joy in Zeri.
Welcome all the new Zeri Uni haters.
So the Senna, I do actually think is makes a ton of sense because Senna's level 1 is very, very strong. And I also think that Jiwoo and HH played it like as poorly as could be because they tried to contest level 1 and then lost, and then they got dove on the second wave and died. And then from that point on, the game was kind of over. But I do think Senna is genuinely like underutilized, and this isn't even the only direction they could have gone in. Could have gone for Sejuani bot as well. What about Frog?
Frog, he is very slippery though. I like the way he handled that. I don't know if he's gonna get out as everybody.
Oh no!
And they're okay. He's gonna get over the wall with the ward. Still does not have flash though, so eventually he will run out of things to jump to. Yes, Gyu will pick up his second kill of the game. Still over 6,000 gold to lead, but fortunately for DRX, these Drakes don't really matter all too much. The Papa Smithy caster curse.
We're not getting worried, right?
No.
Not
no,
yet.
Definitely not.
Right?
Sure, no.
No.
Yeah, no. This is in the bag, right?
Yeah.
Right? DRX?
They do. It's DRX. I have faith.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
It'll be fun. Challengers never froze.
Okay.
They're very consistent. Right, chat?
Guys? Guys?
I'm seeing some monkas.
Surely DRX closed this one out easily.
That.
Clean 1-0, nothing to see
None
here.
of you bet your hair. No, chat. The hair bet was a one-time thing.
Okay, first time chatter says okay.
Good.
Nice. Sponge is sponging, and there's not much that Nongshim can do about it.
Oh
Sounda,
my god, Plata's damage.
yeah. Well, he has 12. He's been a part of every single kill,
Yeah,
and
he's gaming.
he has about 7
Call me
bajillion
dead?
stacks, right?
Maybe? Perchance? No, he's fine.
And there is so much pick potential on this team. From ahead, you deny vision, you've got Sedge ult, you've got charms, you've got even Pleta with roots to come in. Lee Sin is, Lee Sin and Jax kind of doing a similar thing in terms of their ability to catch people, just throw your body in. The follow-up is fantastic. So from ahead, doesn't really seem to matter who they're playing against. Although the mobility of Zeri can become a problem if this gets a little bit more even, but I just don't see it happening.
I don't think it will. I think that DRX are only 8 minutes away from picking up an Elder Drake and ending the game.
Damn.
And before that, they should
I think it's 9
probably...
minutes. Isn't it
Oh yeah,
6
because
minutes
it's 6
for
minutes
the
for
Elder?
Elder. Yeah, you're right.
All right, here it is. The pick potential. What did I say? But Sounda is going to live. Yumi just doing Yumi things, keeping him alive. And so DRX TP in, and they're like, wait,
Snowy Nash.
no fight. Okay, well then we'll just take the objective.
Get him, Sponge.
Le Éponge. Right?
So where?
My French is perfect.
I don't want to get into it now. Let's hope. Let's see them get Baron. Sound guys in there, yeah.
okay.
Oh, they are TPing in. Are they going to
No,
contest?
nice little help on the leash there from Jiu as now catch on a Mihail. Nice cast to get Satab into a little bit of a rough spot, but the kick onto the Talia. Down he goes again.
Career!
As Career just will not be stopped. He's going to get on top of Jiu. And man, this guy is insane. Where's this guy been all my life?
He's a support! You're not supposed to hard carry a support lead?
Is this like the next Carrier?
Are we witnessing it?
It's Career, right? Carrier.
Is it happening?
It's all coming together.
God.
Career-ending careers. Imagine like tomorrow it's like Nongshim's entire challenger roster has retired.
There's absolutely zero way. My God.
Yeah. Satab? Barely quaking his boots right now. I mean, honestly, this guy's a game changer. And obviously, to be honest though, it does help that they got such a massive early lead. But man, can't deny that this guy is clean. And the DRX challenger roster is looking better and better every time we see them. Frog coming in, Career coming in.
Yeah.
Ending careers.
I'm seeing some people in chat still doing the good work of making sure that we don't hype Career up too much, We want him to stay with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just
he
lucky.
has the most gold in the game by like a massive margin.
Yeah.
He's at 11.2. The next is
the
Fed Ari.
The real disgusting thing is fasting Senna being 1.5k gold off on the AD carry.
This game is it's a wash, guys. 11,000 gold.
Justice, Valdez.
Justice.
That's what we're watching here.
Career sustaining careers.
Booming them.
Hashtag supporting LCK CL job economies. Yeah. He missed. I saw him miss that Q in lane. Yeah.
Thank you, Buck.
Not 100% perfect.
Doing the important work, making sure that everyone knows Career really isn't that big of a team.
Now, this is only game 1. I'm like, okay, we've seen game 1. Now they're fed. Like, okay, cool. I want to see game 2. And finish this game. I'm done with this one. Like, come on.
I want another one. What are we
I want to see the next one. Come on.
What do we see? Where's Neela?
Yeah.
Where is my Neela versus
what is the
Lee
next
bot
step?
lane?
Yeah. So they're going to get Chemtech Soul. Whoop-de-doo. I'm going to play Ivan Rengar. Is today the day?
I think Ivan is still disabled.
Oh, that's true.
Once he is, if we're going to see this in Challengers, there's no way we see that in LCK. So for Pug, is it Career or is it Plata?
It's Career.
It is Career, right?
Yeah,
just for the gameplay, for the culture.
Well, I mean, like Plata, yeah, for the culture, absolutely. Plata, he had that nice roam, but like Career, I don't know.
In another world, in another life, I'd be
flashier.
really excited about Triforce Delta. I think it's actually quite good.
Yeah.
but in this game,
Unfortunately, Sound is like, well,
we're also kind of, you know, I don't want to be that guy, that guying, but actually the Sejuani first pick, we were kind of questioning it.
it ends up being very important, it turns out.
Yeah. Who could have known?
I mean, it's a jungler that's really good at diving turrets. It's one of the best, if not the best. They didn't go for the Maokai. Ooh, oh, we started talking them up, man. We're like, that Sejuani's so good.
Oh, man. I really think Nongshim's going to come back, Valdez. There's no way that DRX win this. It's Zeri Yuumi. They're way too good.
Yeah, this comeback is on the cards.
Oh, they're definitely going to get them.
Man, Mihail has been
swear,
so clean with his casks this game.
I swear to God, though, if Nongshim somehow win this, I will actually lose my mind. Like,
and your hair.
No, not my hair, but I will lose it. That would, oh God, that would be the epitome of injustice in League of Legends.
It would, yeah. We'd have to like take a close, good look at the game in its current state if that happened.
We can do that either way, you know. We don't need.
But that would be like we need to like send an official email to Riot.
As
like,
soon as
look at this game.
You send the email, and they're like, okay, we get it.
It's time to change the meta. This can't happen.
It's time. Crony bald. Oh God, no! I don't want to do that, Chad. Fellas can do
it. Why not? Sounds fun.
Eyebrow that. You know, we have an on-camera job. I can't not have eyebrows.
Yeah, but it'll be so funny. Think about how hilarious it will be that you'll have less hair.
For like 20 seconds, and then it will look really weird.
Then Twitch Cat. Twitch Cat? Twitch Cat? Twitch Cat? Why is there not a Twitch Cat? If there's a Twitch Chat, why is there not a Twitch Cat?
It's Zeri when she's playing with
Is it playing? Zeri?
Sorry, Yuumi. Oh my God, this game's getting...
Zeri?
They're just the same champion, man, in my head.
Valdez.
T1 Chronicler in my chat?
Hey, it's T1 Chronicler. What's up? Ooh, that was cute.
Oh God, no.
You kind of got like boomed at the same time though, as now the engage comes in. Frog is in your backline. To you. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. Okay, wait. Okay.
Career!
Oh, that was so close. That was very scary.
For a moment.
Whew. Okay.
They lost.
Wow.
They got collapsed, Valdez.
The Zeri is gone. It is done.
Everyone
it is finished.
In chat, rejoice. Give him a clap.
The world is healing.
I want to see clap career clap.
Spring is here.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Nature
GG.
is healing.
GG. What a game. All right, I gotta get my career vote in.
Oh. Give it.
I vote for support. Which is funny because he was playing the Lee Sin. Wow. This fight was kind of crazy.
It's also career actually that sets up the kill in view, which for a second I was very worried because it's Zeri Yuumi and they kill Plata. But then career is like, no, I killed that backline. I'm coming back. I got a job to do. I need to kill this comment. Oh my God, man.
Imagine the vote goes to Pleta because he's
Could
the
be.
support. No,
well, okay.
They do it based on what the players signed up for as the role.
Yes, but also I think Pleta also had an amazing game. Like Pleta actually with his map impact, his positioning, I wouldn't be mad if Pleta gets it.
I would. Personally, I would be mad. I think that...
Career definitely does deserve it.
Yeah, career.
Look at that. Good job, chat.
If Saytap got it, I wouldn't be angry, actually. I'd be like, okay, I mean, he set up a lot of things.
What about Sponge? He dove.
He was good. I mean, the thing is, it was such a one-sided game that, like, everybody played really well.
I think
even Frog was good.
Okay, but you can't vote for Frog.
No, you can't, but, you know.
But you can vote for Sponge.
You can. He was part of getting them ahead. He dove the turret at level 3. He set up a lot of
He did the second dive as well. Yeah, he had, like, the mid-gang.
Sponge facilitated the early really well. Sponge sponging up all the MVP votes.
But I
soaking them up.
Obviously, I also voted for career.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you and I can make a difference.
Make a difference, challengers.
The world is healing.
I'm so glad we were all here when it happened, you know?
Where were you
Where were you?
when we first saw Career jumpstart his career?
I mean, this is the type of stuff where in a few years you can be that insufferable guy like Veldas with Carrier. Like, I knew before everyone else.
Yep. I even took a picture with him.
I saw, in
Yep.
like 2020.
Yep.
Yeah,
did.
he knew.
Yep.
Veldas knew. That was me with Zeus.
There you go. You were ahead of the game on like Zeus and Pays
Okay,
and
but Pays-
Bulldog even.
Pace was a little unfair because with Pace it was like really obvious. That one was kind of in your face.
Well,
there we go.
Oh, and his KD was 6-0 and 9.
Oh, what a
Nice.
His DPM was 404. What a gamer.
Can't make this up. This is the biggest gamer on the Rift
This is my
tonight.
favorite game of the day.
Yeah,
Error
by far.
404. Career. Don't care. Look at him. Look at him
What a
smile at
Giga
us.
Chad,
What
man.
a gamer.
Oh man.
Is that
I
a lot?
just
No,
wanna
no,
get
no.
into
It's
game
not.
two.
It's not a lot. The DPM, but it's more so that like it's error 404.
Yeah.
You know when you can't load a web page. 404
Zeri
not found.
She did. She DED. 208 CC score. That's actually low in Challengers.
I once heard that Chronicler scouted Michael Jordan. Well, if Michael Jordan would have played in Challengers, then
Yeah, we would have known.
we would have known.
Do Nongshim play it again?
Well,
They'll probably pick blue side, right?
yeah, no shit, big blue
Hopefully.
side, and then we'll see. Maybe they'll get Milio. I don't know. It's low for Lee. DPM. I mean, Lee's not really a DPM kind of guy.
Yep. Well, that was game one. That was very fun. Hopefully we get something like that in game two. But first, guys, a break. Hello and welcome back to LCK Challenger League. We did just have game number one. If you missed it, go back and watch it later because we're getting into game number two. And you won't want to miss this one because game number one, very nice. Very good stuff.
Very sad. It's healing for the soul.
And maybe we just get something similar again. Maybe it happens again. Maybe we just get maybe Career plays like Pike and just does it again. Or Blitzcrank. Could happen. Or maybe Nongshim just come out and they're like, okay, that's not going to happen again. We're not going to play Zeriumi. Or we're just going to take blue side and we're going to play something else. And they don't get to do it.
As far as I'm aware, as told by our lovely observer and compatriot Yundo, Nongshim did pick a red side. So I assume they won't go Zeri Yumi again. which I can't believe I'm saying, but probably is the right call when your opponent has shown what just happened. Or maybe they just like ban Senna and then they just do it again and we don't get to rejoice in what we just witnessed. We'll see. We'll see, Valdez. We've really not had a long day. We've had days where the final game began like 2.5 hours later. That's
oh
happened.
boy.
Yeah, that was the Spongers moment.
Yeah.
And today
Sponge is in this game as well.
he is.
What does it mean? What did he mean by that?
What does it mean?
That is a big sign with a lot of letters on it.
A lot of stuff. So the first word is today. And I don't know the rest. Say tap? And DRX win. Easy. Translation. I mean, Veldos is actually reading it, so I'm going to entertain you guys for a little bit.
I don't know.
He didn't get to
It
finish
was like
it.
an essay about how she loves Setab
Nice. Good for her.
and some other stuff.
Well, I'd imagine after that last game, DRX has a couple of extra fans. That's kind of the privilege of dunking on Zeri Uni. That's what you get.
Translation.
Translation.
What is translation in Dutch?
Vertaling.
Vertaling.
Not bad. It means, because language is taal. So vertaal. Vertaling.
Vertaling.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The more you know. It's a real language, by the way.
No, I don't think it is. I think only you speak it. Well, here's DRX up against Nongshim game number 2. So far, same bans. Lee Sin ban here on the cards?
There's
Highly doubt it.
If anything, it's Senna.
True.
So, the ban... Oh, just ban any, okay.
On
Same.
On a. Go fetch the water.
It's Milio. So, they're going to pick Sejuani. Okay.
What do they mean by this?
But what you were the chosen one, DRX. You were supposed to destroy Zeri, not player.
So, Pletta's like, okay,
So
now it's my turn.
I'm so disappointed.
It's my turn to have fun, he said. He doesn't even get a cat. I'm rooting for Nongshim. It's fine, they're just gonna play Zeri Lulu.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess maybe they're not. What did they mean by this?
Oh. So is it okay, so it's just gonna be cookie cutter. It's not even gonna be like a neat. I cannot put my disappointment towards Valdez.
I feel like I want to get out my disappointment brush and cover it in disappointment paint and make a disappointment painting. I struggled to get across the line on that one. I'm choking up.
It's just so emotional.
Maybe it's gonna be Zeri Lee.
Happening?
Zeri Lee, I'm down.
Oh man.
What is Career gonna play this time? That's still
he's
pretty
just gonna
high.
play Lulu.
You can't play Lee Sin and then play Lulu.
He's gonna play Lulu, Valdez. I'm telling you. Career's career was good while it lasted.
At least play like Blitzcrank, right? That would be fun. That's good into this.
It's
well, not
gonna
into
be
Gragas,
Lulu.
they didn't ban Lulu.
So
either.
I'm just going to watch the Senna Lee VOD instead of this draft. Yes.
I like that, yeah. Letta really wants to get scouted. I mean, his Senna was great. DRX, I'm not angry. I am disappointed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they still have 2 picks.
Hey, Poppy's fun.
What?
In the context of the current meta, Poppy's fun. Let me have this.
Who are you? I don't even know who you are
Let me
anymore.
have this, Valdez.
Nautilus?
Sure. Yeah, why not? You know, Nautilus is good into Yuumi because you can R the Aphelios and then like Yumi's on top of him because of the best friend thing and then you get a 2-for-1 deal. I get it. It's fine.
I mean, this is a good comp.
I know that, Vel. It's a
But-
really good comp. It's a great composition. You have
Yeah.
plenty of CC.
You have Nautilus R, you have Ari Charm, and Malphite R as well to all get over the Poppy. So you have like a lot of ways to get in, even though there are pieces of the puzzle for Nongshim that are designed to keep you out.
Yeah, no, I love the DRX draft. I think the top left for Nongshim, like Volibear, Poppy, Gragas, I'm not super excited about. What their comp does do, though, is if Jiwoo gets fed, the game is still pretty tough, but Frog has a lot of agency on the Malphite. Can single-handedly decide whether or not Jiwoo gets to play the video game. But I thought DRX were the ones that were going to take us.
The chosen ones, yeah.
That they were going to bring us into the light, into
Rock
a
and
new
Stone
era.
brothers. Rock and
Rock
Stone.
and Stone brothers.
Rock and Stone. That's all we have left.
I do gotta say though, as far as the continuing the 2-0 angles on the day, kind of loving the DRX draft.
Yeah, it's very
it's really
it's
good.
very Bomba, and they don't even have a Gragas.
So yeah, the
Very
main
bouncy
main
castle.
thing for me is if you play to the peak, I like the Nongshim comp more. I think between Poppy and Gragas, the amount of like manipulation you can do in fights with splitting up fights, like breaking up engages. If Frog ults in on Jiwoo and then Mahao immediately like gets a steadfast presence, knocks someone away.
Nihile.
Mihile. No, I don't.
Yeah, he's from
Mahao.
the Pacific Islands.
Okay, well that's just not true. So and then Call Me hits a big ultimate. I think that buys a lot of space for Jiwoo. Call Me had a really rough game though on the Talia. We'll see if it's
Redemption
any
arc.
different.
This
Well,
way, maybe we get a game 3, and then Career gets another chance.
Okay,
To win
yeah,
us
sure.
over,
I mean,
right?
maybe Career wins us over on Nautilus. You know, Keria does that.
Sure,
Could
yeah.
be done.
could happen.
Could happen.
Why is Aphelios Yumi a thing? Aphelios is good, Yumi also good. Okay.
Let's see what happens, chat. I know we collectively got a little bit overexcited. I definitely don't just speak for myself there.
Yeah, that's all there is to say.
That's all there is to say. I was trading
Well,
off on purpose.
Game number 2.
You love this. Hello. Whee! This is great. Only top laners do this. There's no other lane that does
Only
this.
top laners are based enough.
Yeah, legit.
Except Rascal, he doesn't do this.
No, I mean, Rascal is strictly business. I respect that.
미니언들이 생성되었습니다.
Who did the Malphite voice?
No.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Shout out to Alexander in YouTube chat. Single-handedly do-the-doing. I respect it.
He's keeping the faith. He's keeping it up. Oh no, Career.
Takes a chunk.
GG.
I'm not gonna lie, Valdez. The wind have been taken out of my sails a little bit. We got game 1, and I got all excited, thinking it was gonna be a fun series, and here we are, just looking at the same old comps.
Any same
Over
old
again.
composition enjoyers?
Chat, raise your hand if you're an enjoyer of Zeri, Aphelios, Ari, Sejuani,
We're
Yumi,
waiting.
Nautilus. We're waiting.
Oh, there's one
Oh.
guy. Okay.
Nice. Oh,
2?
Two people. 2 people. Free?
No. Okay, 3.
Free people? Okay, let me check. That is free people on...
4? Timmy, he put an emote there.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we're keeping this list.
Free K. Okay. So... Did we include Nautilus in this? Yeah, and they may not Nautilus. Ban them. I'm not going to ban them. Might time them out, but I'm not...
Just delete their messages so it didn't happen.
Erase them. Chat,
All right,
calm
so
down.
none of you voted. Nice, good.
I never had so much fun and feeling so... Aww.
Thank you. Thank you,
This
fellow chatter.
He almost got you.
Oh, the trade in the top side. Frog is frogging.
Tank gameplay. No gameplay.
Hey, he won the trade.
He did. Now they're both going to heal up. It's not going to matter.
How did the blue buff get over there? I guess if you push it enough. Oh, Yundo's getting excited.
Little zoom-ins.
Well, here comes Le Punch.
Sponge. Oh my god, he just...
Coming for the gank.
He's just walking up.
Mahal is
But
fine.
it's
Frog
not
took
gonna
a
happen.
bad trade under the turret, trying to force it. And Sponge is like,
Oh.
what do I do now that you're dead?
He's just going to help him shove out and he can base.
Okay.
And then he's going to get a little tempo loop. We can
Sure.
freeze the wave. It's nice.
Here's
Does
Sounda.
Zeri die again? 2 games in a row? The LCK CL
So-called free
alleged
speech.
free speech when the casters' views are challenged.
Allegedly. Yeah, no, nobody's allowed to like Zeri in this chat. Except,
I like Crit Zeri to me is not. I don't mind it as much personally. Like it's still overtuned, but it's the 4K health that does it for me.
Caster Slander, get him, boys. They got us.
No chat. Everyone, as long as they're nice, it's fine.
Who
Just
do you
be
enjoy
nice.
playing more, Malphite or Poppy?
Malphite.
Malphite?
I think
I like Poppy better.
No, so Poppy for me is like kind of. So it's a champ that actually has a lot of skill expression, but it doesn't feel that way. I think with Poppy, you know, it's not like you're playing.
Oh, the hook, career, getting in there again. The Ignite is down to you, just standing up to both of them. As summoners are burned on
So-
both sides.
Yeah, because with Malphite, the simplicity is the point. You have one button that can miss.
Oh. Uh-oh, Pleta, you got way too close here. Way too close. He's just going to flash. Career goes in as he's trying to get space. And now Career's getting low. Flash forward from G, who nearly dies. And the bottom lane of DRX is in a lot of trouble, but Summoner's down for everyone.
Sponge's
Sponge
flash.
about to sponge, but no.
I'll
We
take
do
the
have
risk.
Sounda here. And the bait.
He's
Great
gonna
bait
pull the
made.
wave.
Nope, not going to happen. Going to keep the wave here.
Chill.
Sound is helping. Meanwhile, this is happening. Sitab is going to die unless he flashes. Flash in, flashes late. Call me first blood. There you go. 3 games.
What happened? He was winning the lane. I'm so
3 games.
confused.
This is what happens. They get punished.
what do
I
you-
almost said spunished for sponge.
Oh,
Ah,
and even
I
with
see.
the sidestep, yeah, he doesn't get the Q
Interesting.
return. So even with the side, I'm kind of surprised that even with the sidestep on body slam, he still dies. Huh? Credit to call me. Well done. Yeah, you might be onto something here. But Seta was winning the lane. I kind of want to wonder how he got into that position.
He went into the brush. He warded it. Got out of position. Call me. Saw the angle. And he was like, you know what? I've got this. I've got the kill. The charm missed. The backside of the Q
True.
missed. The damage wasn't there. The Gragas has enough damage. And Setab waited very long to flash. That's okay.
I love challenges, man.
Sound is having a great time. No Bomby on Malphite feels weird, man. Never mind. Because he just bought it. Ocean Drake to start off. Inevitably, Chemtech Soul again.
So, first
Setab's just
trade.
missing everything.
드래곤을 처치했습니다.
Can he bait him into the Sejuani? It's looking a little bit obvious now, Setab. And Calmy's like, you know what? Never mind.
I'm not feeling like it.
Unless he hits the cask and Sounda is here. So that's going to force the ult over the wall. Sponge is like, man, that was my Raptors.
Give
That
me
back
my
is going to get stopped.
Raptors.
Yeah. Well. Calmy is angry. Oh, that was a nice hook. Okay, gets on in there. Can they actually get the kill? Another Ignite comes in as Gravitum going to catch both of them, and the follow-up damage is massive.
Ooh. Ooh, that was rough. Oh, Kami
Oh!
should be dead.
Yeah, Satep stayed. No flash, no ability. Charm comes in, and that's the end of Calmy. As down he goes. Sponge gonna pick up that kill. Nice timing on the gank.
Yeah, Kami maybe should have been a bit more respectful. They were aware that Sponge was in the general vicinity. Gets taken down instead, wanting to push the lead. The play from Plata and Career, though, if you're level 6, I think that you definitely can get the kill there.
Yeah.
Zeri's ult is such a big power spike. Not going to be the case, though. Satep does not have teleport, and Kami will be back earlier, so Career making his way over. And should be a
Nice hook on that wall.
Herald.
Nice hook on that wall.
Well done. Are we just, this
Not
is just
biased
who we are
anymore.
now?
Not biased at all.
We're just Career fanboys. I mean, I'm
Yes.
here for it. Yeah, you
Such
have.
have been good.
It's just a good bait.
Oh, it's a great bait.
Yeah. 8-8 out of. Yeah. Great
I
job.
ate some black garlic. Oh, we got another kill in the mid lane. It's looking like, but this time Calmy has body slam.
Oh.
nothing to block it.
Career hooked a minion.
It's okay. There were a lot of minions in the area, you know.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I think Calmy blocked it or blocked the minion. And they had ult as well. Like, Calmy blocked the view of the minion. As he was standing. And the minion was like behind his
Are you
body.
making fun of Gragas?
No, it's just literally what I think happened and why. Because Career had ultimate, right? Like, Career could just throw
True,
out his
yeah.
ultimate and then
Yeah.
you guaranteed a kill.
He does have Merc Treads. But yeah, should have just gone for the ult.
And his fermented garlic. It's not a chronicler thing. This is used
mean,
a lot
you've
in
made
East
it your
Asia.
thing.
No, it's just an ingredient.
Okay, well, answer me this. Amongst all of the... Okay, never mind. We got to play up in the top side. No ult here from the Sejuani. The Poppy is quite fast, but it doesn't matter. Frog able to stack up that Sedge passive, and that will be a kill for the Frog Rock in the top lane.
They're coming back. DRX now taking over the gold lead. Frog farming some plates. And DRX not letting the early game dissuade them. So you were asking about the black garlic.
Oh, yeah.
The-
Amongst all of the LCK casters, who is most likely to talk about and use black garlic?
Well, me.
Yeah.
But that's not.
So that's why.
Yeah, but it's not like it's likely that I'm going to use it.
Yeah, but who is the most likely?
Well, out of the LCK casters, it'd be me.
Yeah. That's
Maybe G-Sun.
That's where
I
the
could
reference.
see G-Sun use it.
True. It is a thing we've learned
Yeah.
in Korea
Currently,
as well.
it's really healthy, which I didn't know. I just knew about the flavor aspect of it.
Anything fermented is generally pretty healthy. That's why I. No, I'm not going to say that.
Where are you going to go? It's just kimchi and yogurt appreciation day.
Yeah.
I mean, both were genuinely great.
Wow, I'm so excited for another Zeri Yumi game. Yes.
Big bossu baburos. Kafir is amazing. Huge fan. Oh yeah, Sentry X. Yeah, another example. Here, people in chat get it.
There was a guy named Based earlier on. I feel like it's almost too many bases to the point where it's not based anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't force basedness.
It was chili. I mean, the chili I made was actually quite nice. I need to give some to Laura to have her test it.
What about Hagaslag?
Hagelslag is just chocolate sprinkles.
Oh.
But really good quality. Like, I've had chocolate sprinkles in other countries, and
Are
it
they
tastes
fermented?
like... No. It tastes like sugar, and in the Netherlands, it's like actual...
Why did it come up in this conversation in the
chocolate.
chat?
Well, because it's a Dutch thing.
See.
That's just Dutch food.
See.
So, I can't believe that I'm saying this, but maybe DRX just kind of bopped them? I mean, if Frog hits Jiwoo, then teamfighting becomes
Yeah.
really hard for Nongshim.
That's what I was talking about in the draft is like, yeah, you have Poppy and you have Gragas, which are traditionally very good at disengaging and providing front lines, but not against Nautilus Ultimate and not against Malphite, right? So those are a couple of things that, it doesn't matter how many bodies are in the front, it's going to go through them. So you can potentially just click onto G
Yeah.
and win the game,
No,
especially
I
if you're
agree.
ahead enough, right?
No, you make a great point. Like there is just so little counterplay to the combination of Malphite and Nautilus ultimate. Particularly with the amount of dive you have with like Sedge and Ahri and Zeri that can get on top of you. Isn't Chronoker the fanciest when it comes to, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm definitely the biggest cook, but I don't think I'm fancy necessarily, just like cooking a lot and making a lot of different food. But I feel like I'm not when it comes to eating and like the dishes I make, they're not really fancy.
Yeah.
They're all pretty basic food stuff.
You did make that dip that had like
I mean, the dip was
things
also
in it.
yeah, but the dip is like, so it's homemade mayo, which is really easy. It's just like take an egg, cooked egg for you, of course, Feldas, and some oil and like garlic and mustard in an immersion blender, right? Like that's really easy.
Yeah.
And then you mix it with yogurt and like some herbs.
Yeah.
Garlic.
I mean, I don't. Nice trade in the top side, Frog. But yeah, like in terms of. You know, Atlas actually cooks from time to time.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't cook often, but when he cooks, it's actually like a thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
When I cook,
Big
it's
thing out
like
of it.
I make taco meat and I put it with rice. You just shovel it in your mouth. Like there's no finesse at all, okay? Like, or I will like scramble eggs and there's no like temperature, whatever. Like I don't put it on high heat, but you know, I just like put it in there, move it around a little bit, and then I just eat it, you know?
I mean, I'm sure it's delicious. I haven't had it yet, but I really want to try it. Veldas needs mayo made? Yes. I made Veldas's mayo with cooked eggs, chat, and that's the last we'll say on the topic.
Yeah,
QP mayo? Yeah, it's amazing. Really, really good.
Meat from the taco plant, yes.
Might have a little bit of fighting breaking out here.
Yep. A little bit of a wrestling contest here in the mid lane as, okay, Zeri ultimate doesn't root anymore, so nice engage here from the side of Mihail, but will it matter as Pleta on the right side trying to get on top of Giu, but he is living as it is Zeri versus Aphelios, but Aphelios is winning, but no, Frog is able to get in there, but it doesn't quite matter. This is a very broken up fight. Tab on the left side able to catch that guy out as now he's got another one. Big charm comes out from Tab. Mihail trying his best, and he's actually got so much damage on this Poppy. Unfortunately, though, not quite able to get in range. Yeah, now let's Tab out of the fight here. It's kind of Frog. Oh, the charm is huge! As Tab hits another one. As the Yuumi trying to match the Ahri damage, doesn't look like it's quite going to happen as yet again, Tab makes his way in another charm here onto the Yuumi. Kind of unnecessary, but it doesn't matter. It's a complete ace with Giu respawning and a good fight to DRX.
That fight right there. Look at the Malphite did the most damage. Okay, no, Ahri did, but it was like 200 damage. This is why you get bodyguards, everyone. I just want you to pay attention to who are really better. So my thing is the AD carries, but it's not the case. Look, the reason why Giu stays alive, bodyguard. Sounda got his back, but ends up going down.
Assassin.
Right? Frog and Career, watch them go. Watch how much damage they take. Watch what happens. Watch how they make sure that their buddy Tab can do whatever he wants. Really good flash there from Tab on the Mihail dash. If he actually hits that wall stun, this fight is completely over. I'm pretty sure Career and or Frog die, but instead, the biggest damage threat, the Ahri, stays alive. And then the continuous CC of Nautilus, Auto, Hook, Q from Volibear is enough. DRX will be able to pick up the fight, win, and put themselves in a demanding lead here.
Yeah. In terms of
So funny.
extended fight value, do you think about stuff like Nautilus passive going to be huge? Just Malphite hitting people with enhanced autos, charm after charm. It's another great song.
After the
this sequel to Time After Time.
Nice. Like the reference. Really adore an arc here for Tab, like getting solo killed in lane and then hard carrying afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm more like Veldas when I cook. That's why Chronoker seems fancy to me. But I'm just a hobby cook.
To me,
right?
to me, you're fancy as well.
Yeah.
So for those of us who are, you know, very basic when it comes to
nothing
cooking,
wrong with that. It's
becomes
just I already
fancier.
enjoy it as
Okay, I mean, he's going to get the Nautilus out and then immediately die. Oh, God, Frog is just rocking all over them right now. And that is a very nice ultimate on in there as Nongshim, you know, maybe they're trying to be a bit too fancy. The flank that's coming in, they don't really have the follow-up engage afterwards. It's just kind of all over the place, and DRX just kind of laugh at them.
In 2023, after DRX Sponge shocked the world by sponging all over them, now comes the sequel, Frog, a story of a frog as a rock, taking everyone down. Oh man, that was really good. Great
Literally
fight.
bobbed and sponged. Nice.
They got frogged, bro. I feel like the ramp up to that joke wasn't really, it didn't really work out as well as I wanted
The
to.
hook is actually great from Career because it keeps Mihail very far away from his teammates. So the follow-up capability is just not there. Like the response time was really good, I feel.
I agree. I mean, Career is
I'm just
genuinely...
trying to big up Career, you know, like just trying to say how great this guy is.
He has actually been great.
Yeah.
And you know what? I might be a Frog voter in this one.
I am a Setab vote.
Yeah. No, that's a great choice as well.
Maybe. I'm undecided. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I really like when Frog said it's froggin' time and frogged all over Aphelios.
Is Mahal just dead again?
There is a turret here.
I think he's fine. He's vibing.
Yeah, the turret is very low. But it is 6,000 gold lead. Infernal Soul on the Rift here, and DRX in total control. They get the first one, they're probably going to get the second one, and maybe even the third one. They already have a Hextech Drake on top of it all. And I think, you know, as they say, it's coming home.
The 6-0 day? Is it happening?
Yeah.
Are we witnessing it?
It's better to get either a 6-0 day or a 9-0 day. Right?
Yeah, anything in between is just...
7 is lame, okay? 8 is
7
like...
7 is for losers.
8 is just sad. It's like, oh, we almost had 9.
Yeah, you don't even get the...
Especially if it starts off with a 2-0. You start off with a 2-0, you're like, okay, we're looking at a 6-0 day, and then you get like a slow 2-1. It's like a 40-minute game. Zeri scaling against Aphelios, you know. And then you get it again in the second series. Look, that's just the sad 8 game
Someone
day,
get Dan Ox Harrison on the phone. Because the two champions that have done the most damage in this game.
Unsurprisingly.
I saw there someone saying that
Good
their
night,
wife
MBT,
left them for Frog. I don't think there's anything you can do. It's just Frog.
Yeah, he's just got this aura, you know.
He does.
It's just such a welcoming magnetization.
I would much prefer the casters to cast the game instead of joking and personal stuff. I came here to watch League of... Wait, never mind, it's Zarya Fellas Yumi. Please keep going, sorry. Oh, that's one of my favorite comments of the night. That's good. Good stuff. Chat has been great today.
Chat has been
you guys have been...
They have been
smashing it.
Bussing, okay? Everybody's on their game tonight. It's been a fun day. We've had some really fun chat.
We've only Valdos only had to ban like 10 people, and it was all during the T1 games.
It's only during the T1 series, yeah.
As one would expect, because both some of the T1 fans and some of the T1 antis are not the best,
and some of the T1 betters.
Oh, also yes. Yeah, and you don't even know, like, are they fans, are they antis? Who knows?
It's hard to say. Dwayne the Frog Johnson. Mostly betters. Yeah, a lot of angry betters, you know, what are you going to do? You tell them to save their money, they don't. Can't tell them how to live their lives.
Yup. Yup.
Yeah, we did. Mostly during the T1 series.
Any reason the English stream is in the low esports? Because it's... Do you know how there's parties where you have to get invited? Where, like, if you don't get an invite from like the party or the club, you can't really come in. That's challengers. You need to stumble upon it yourself.
I see.
Because otherwise, like, what will be the point? Everyone can be on.
If everybody knew about the challenger stream, it wouldn't be the same.
No, because it would get bigger, and then we both lose our players and lose chat. We don't want that.
We don't want to lose chat.
We want to be able to joke about Frog.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Sponge. And Career. Oh, look at this. Call me. He's angry, man. He's He's having a rough day. He's trying to take it out here on Satab multiple times. He got that first blood, remember, the solo kill?
Yeah.
Remember back then,
Started
earlier on?
off when we were like, oh, I think some of us said, oh, it's free games, it's free games.
I remember someone saying that. I don't remember who it was. Yeah.
Maybe it was Atlas.
I think it was
Popped in.
Ox.
I think
I'm just gonna
blaming
blame
Ox
yeah.
is good.
It's definitely his fault for sure.
Oh my god, I was saying how earlier how the most damage done was done by the Sunfire people, but Mile doesn't even have Sunfire.
True.
He's going Deadman second.
He is Poppy though. Poppy does do a nice amount of damage. The issue being that you have to be like on top of him, of course. But still.
Oh my god, I forgot we could use all the old. We could repurpose. This is circular. This is some circular.
Oh no,
stuff,
Bigu
guys.
Basu Babu.
No!
He got hit by Nightbot.
We could repurpose all the old.
Don't say the
Kench
S
memes.
word. Yeah, you could.
Okay, you have one more shot.
The ribbon. Oh god.
Career missed a hook.
Cover your eyes.
He's washed.
Oh no.
Career your eyes.
Unless you're an LCS scout, then watch closely. Oh god, no, wow. Oh man. Oh no.
Another one. He's not perfect.
Oh god, what's happening? Oh no!
Sponge!
Actually, no! Oh, that was insane though! The follow-up after Frog gets in there, it's actually, oh, it's okay. It's still insane! As in goes the Zeri and he nearly dies, but it doesn't matter. DRX have had enough. They want to go home. It's a triple kill for Satab, who is having a massive game. That was insane. That hook was so cool.
Oh my!
After Frog lines it up.
The Frog. I'm voting Frog. I
think we have to vote Frog now. Yeah.
Oh, when in doubt, go Frog. Oh god. That's wild.
Say tabbed in the back.
Get me a replay of that fight. Ooh, but Jiwoo, gotta say, even with the flash from Frog, you gotta be ready for that. Because you're the guy. You're the target. You can't die. Frog and Stone.
Frog
Watch
and
this.
Stone. Watch this hook right here.
Okay, actually I think that's hard to react to. Like it's the flash, basically point blank ult, and then somehow Career hits the hook. Oh my god, that was cool.
You kind of like, you almost have to like pre-flash
You have to
it.
preempt it. Yeah.
You have to like
I think
know exactly when it's coming.
Wait.
You have to be ready. So they went on a back and now Nongshim are trying to what? Did you see that? Okay, never mind. Sound is going to take it down.
Wait, end of Ari.
And now Jiu's getting in there. They're going to take out the
Zeri.
Zeri.
Dead.
Wait, what is happening? Do they have the damage? The beefy fellas! The thick gentlemen are getting in the back line. And Satab makes his way over. Frog is burning everyone to the ground. And that should do it, as Satab barely going to get them across the line. One Infernal for Nongshim, but a Quadra for Satab.
What a day of challengers, man!
This is the greatest day
so
ever.
Fun! Oh my god, I can't believe Nongshim made it look like they were gonna win that fight at some point. Satab gets yeeted away. Plata dies. But those are not the real carries. It's all about Frog and Satab coming up huge. So look, okay, Mile gets him away, right?
Satab is insane, though.
Plata immediately dies. Really good flash there from Jiwoo. But then, watch Frog. Slap him down.
Just clapping.
Yeah, he dies. Doesn't matter. At that point, like, obviously, Satab using his ultimate, gets back to the fight. They have the Ari. And they're able to take the fight.
Ari's so good in challengers because every single fight, regardless of game situation, is scrappy.
It always is.
So you're just getting picks after picks, and man.
Jet's career is over. We're Frog enjoyers now.
Yeah. We have very short memories here.
Nongshim is playing League, DRX is playing 5D Frogger.
Oh man. Some bangers tonight. Well, DRX, 13,000 gold
You know-
ahead. Can they win?
We got what we wanted. It's a Zeri game, but it's not about...
Nobody cares about the Zeri.
No
There
one
are so
cares.
many tanky champions on the Rift too. It's so fun to watch these fights. As, okay, retaining ults. Career's gonna hook the Polar Bear. Not sure about that one as bye-bye to the Sejuani. But ultimate use, oh, Gio gonna stopwatch both of them, and now he's alive, but Frog is too thick on that front line. He just takes
damage.
immense amounts of tankiness, and Gio cannot do anything. The inhibitor will just forcibly be taken away.
Wait, TP. TP! Mahal!
TP in, Pleta's just out. He's like, okay, cool story, brothers. And now the frontline Sponge is tanky, but they might just have to
Sponge
leave him to the Wolves. As down he goes, Mahal gonna steal that kill. And that is going to be an inhibitor trade for one for Sejuani.
And that was really well done by Jiwoo. Obviously, great timing there on the stopwatch. We saw there, Calmy actually able to break up the fight. We talked about this at the beginning of the day, where if you hard engage and Nongshim is actually ready, they can break it up. But the downside is, like, the inhib still fell, and looking at the current state of the map, like, you can't get anything. Like, your 2 inhibs down, and there's no objective, so you can't immediately rush Nash and then hold on and try to get back when it comes to gold.
Chronicler, what do you get when you break a rock? Two rocks. You can't get rid of him. He's always there. He's omnipresent. You cannot deny the Frog Rock.
Sounds like a music genre. Where you just sample frog sounds.
Sure, I'm down.
Wait, Chronicler is there? I thought it was Kitty Papa. No, Chronicler is in chat. At T1
Yeah,
Chronicler,
at
and we'll
T1
see.
Chronicler. Shaytab is almost at full build. He has 10 kills so far in a game of professional League of Legends.
I'm still not gonna vote for him.
No, yeah, we're not voting for him. He's probably gonna get it.
Yeah, that's the
we're not
funniest
voting
part.
for
No,
him.
we know.
No. Frog.
It's always Frog, man. It's always been Frog. Shout out to Sounda's build, by the way. Love
No,
the
Babu
Abyssal.
Rasu. He was looking at chat when I said it. He knew it was you.
What everyone
No
knows.
plagiarism. Face joke stealer. Where's Gen.G Chronicler? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Why is there only a T1 Chronicler and not a Gen.G Chronicler?
Unfair! Unfair, Valdez!
I always knew that Chronicler was biased.
I did predict.
Where's
I
T1
did
suit?
predict T1.
Yeah, so did I.
This
We got wrecked.
We did. I mean, it was close. Could have gone either way.
True.
It's fine.
Well, what are you gonna do? We should have been better at predicting. Whatever, Frost. Cool item, cool item.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yep, 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 yep,
Yep, yep, yep, yep. Cool, 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 cool.
Okay.
The zoning hook from Career.
Yeah,
Very
I
important.
like it, yeah. He's pushing them back.
Yeah.
He's zoning them away.
Oh, another one. He's just making sure.
Good stuff.
He keeps them afraid.
He's allowing his Zeri to poke.
Yes.
The poke damage that is the poke champion that is Zeri.
Oh, we're setting up a trap. There's the hook.
Oh, he got the bear. The charm comes in. Asounda is totally fine, and Career is gone.
Wait. Oh, no.
Is there an angle?
Oh,
This
no.
is a very messy
Oh,
fight.
God.
And Sponge is going in. I don't know about this. Remember, guys, they are 11,000
Okay,
gold
it's fine.
ahead.
It's fine. It's fine. There's 3 nibs down. But these fights are not looking too good. Career is getting a little bit ahead of himself. Hooking Volibear, not quite what you want to have happen. Is I don't think Mahal has the damage. I think these turrets are going down. This is very funny.
No!
It's a fight of Poppy versus
What?
minions. And Poppy, you know why?
And the
he
minions
doesn't
are
have
winning.
Sunfire.
He should have Sunfire, honestly. He's building it now. He's like, oh god, I forgot.
Wait, sound that? For the culture,
All right.
for the people,
For the memes.
for the dream. Wait, they're not. Oh, they're not doing it. That's awesome. So smart.
Yep, you can tank this for about a bajillion years, so you might as well. Oh, and he goes! He's gonna burst it! He burst it! Hashtag burst it! And he got in there. Sounda single-handedly steals the Baron. This game is not over. The Nexus
Well, I mean,
is open.
the Nexus is open, so
They're gonna force it.
yeah,
They could just take the Infernal.
Because Sounda's dead. It's 5 versus 4 for like the next 30 seconds.
Scripted steal. Just making it more interesting
Okay,
for the
they got
viewers.
Baron.
파괴되었습니다.
Baron for Nexus. Might be the angle here, Valdez.
Why does it feel like Pleta does negative damage? What is happening?
Because they're tanks.
Oh, because he's tank. Oh god.
Yeah, he's playing into tanks. It's
Can
actually
they
quite
end this
hard.
game? Can DRX end the game is the question. They're trying to get in there. Pleta is just ignoring the fight. He's flashing in, and that's the end of it. The Nexus goes down. 19-8 the scoreline. DRX get it done in a 2-0 win tonight in very entertaining fashion. What a series.
Oh man, that might be one of my favorite days of challengers in a long time.
Immediate frog vote.
I'm going there. Don't you
Nice.
worry. And Nongshim, understandably, look a little bit shell-shocked. We started to see some glimpses of how they were able to play the fights. At the end there, as coach, like, oh, you played a great series today, Career. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Tell me about it.
Dude is insane.
We need another series. What about a
Yeah.
fourth best of 3?
We could have another series, and if we got a 2-0 in that one, we'd still be under 9 games. And then we would have to do another series
Oh my god.
just to meet the quota.
You're right.
But instead, we're just gonna do 6 games and leave. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, that this is as good as it gets. Zeri was in the game, but as Chad is saying, it wasn't about Zeri.
It wasn't about Zeri.
I'll
Nobody
take
even
that.
cared about Zeri. We didn't
At
look at the
any
Zeri.
point. No
Barely
Zeri
even mentioned
moment.
her. They even
Doesn't
made
matter at
fun of
all.
her one time.
Yeah, oh, she's doing nothing. She's tickling people.
Look at this. Malphite
cares?
almost doubled her damage.
Boom.
Zeri Shmeri.
Get
honestly.
frogged.
Yeah.
Get rocked.
Get rocked.
Is this the first? No, last week was 16 day as well.
Yeah.
Who do I complain to about the lack of games? Very
Atlas.
good question. I think you should add Atlas TV on... Oh, no.
I don't think it's
is it
Atlas TV. It's
that Atlas guy?
yeah. Yeah, there he is.
There you go. Everyone, at Atlas.
Thanks,
and
Atlas, for the
say
quick day.
that
We were
you're-
supposed to get 9 games. What's going on with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us more games.
Give us more games.
I love that. We're scrolling back. Atlas is just, you know, minding his own business, playing Diablo, being a good dude.
Yeah. He apologized.
He
It's
apologized,
okay.
so
Yeah.
it's fine.
I'm doing my part. What are you doing?
You know, coming in hot.
Cheers.
Thanks, man. What
He was like, thanks for the quick day.
what a
I've worked 27 years in a row.
27,000 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Frog and Satab. Like, either of them, I'm perfectly happy with getting the POG, and
Sure.
it will be Satab. Understandable.
Frog for the culture, Satab for the...
Satab deserved it for sure. He got
Yeah.
like the most insane thing is like he got solo kill in lane once, and then went 10-0 and 6 for the rest of. It was a messy game.
Yeah. 1,000 DPM on an Ahri that built Banshees and Zonya's second and third. I think it was. Oh, actually, it was.
No, I think he went.
No, it
Shadow
was,
Flame. He built
It was Horizon Focus this game, actually.
Ah, makes sense.
Pretty sure.
Well done though. Satab having a great Ahri game here. A bit of a rough start, but then recuperated in impeccable fashion. And the Academy players for DRX. Their Academy roster, man, they're popping off.
Every player we see is like, whoa. It's like, whoa.
I mean,
hey.
between Frog, Yehu, Paddock, and then Career, like, that's a good lineup.
Who's the jungler?
No idea. I mean, it's Academy, right? I don't know if they have one Academy team or multiple. A lot of rosters have like 1, 2, 3 teams. Well done.
What about
Still waiting.
Sponge? He is from Challenge.
We've only had a single 9-game day in the entirety of time we did. Like in 9 weeks. Well, now it's 11 weeks at this point because it's the second Monday of summer. In 11 weeks, we've had only one 9-game day. It's just me and Atlas and
Yeah.
us losing our
It's the
minds.
Sponge Day, right?
It was the Sponge Day.
So now
And,
DRX can swap players every week.
Everyone
Just
can.
use anyone they want.
And now, it's the end of the day. Well, I mean, we're going to talk
was
to you
too
guys
quick.
for like 10 minutes.
What do we do now? I guess we just got to
Um,
power down and wait until
stare
next week.
into the void. Just
Yeah, I
sit
mean, what are
here.
we going to do in the darkness? Like, sometimes they forget to turn my computer off, and then I'm just here awake, but I can't move.
Yeah,
It's rough.
it is. Serious question. How do you
Rough
know
times.
when a player is ready to graduate to LCK? How do teams know what do people look for? It's a very tough question because we've seen players, Karis is a really good example, do really well in challengers and then not really make the jump. Although there's other circumstances there. A player doing really well in challengers often is an indicator for them being good when they go to the LCK. Like if you're a standout player, Pace is an example, Bulldog is an example.
Sponge.
I'm fairly certain that as we get to like when we see
Thanatos.
Thanatos, Lucid, Poolbay in LCK, they will also be very good. But it doesn't always work out. We've seen players do good in the LCK and then come back to challengers and kind of be hit or miss. There isn't a clear answer outside of individual players that look consistently good week by week. And even then, there will always be transitional players. Even for Bulldog, we kind of saw this. I feel like Pace is more an exception to the rule, where he's genuinely feels like, and even he had his moments, but it feels like he's much better than he should be based on experience. But with Bulldog, you have like moments where like, what's happening there, buddy? But then, most of the time he looks incredible.
Yeah, I think the one player that would immediately go to LCK from challengers and to perform would be Lucid.
Yeah.
Other players,
it could work, could not.
Yeah, I think Lucid is ready.
100%. Can we have a staring contest versus chat?
No.
No, my eyes are...
We have like six bright lights in front of us.
We have a lot of bright lights.
It is not fair. You nerds are sitting in the dark. Like,
There's...
just like your eyes have adjusted over the last 8 hours of playing games and watching challengers.
There is also... No, because so looking at a screen makes your eye dry. There's also... Because there's makeup, right? The makeup kind of like when your eyes water, the makeup kind of gets in and it just... It's not good.
Chat's very offended.
What?
Yes.
Why?
You can take this time to add new emotes. Yes, I wish I had that power.
We do not have that power.
It's 1 p.m. here. What do you mean? Wait, so you guys have been like awake for before noon?
Because if you're in like the UK or you're in Europe, it's like 8 or like 1, 12, 2.
Yeah.
We're all nerds
Being
here.
a nerd is not a bad thing.
We've reclaimed it. We're all. I literally spent...
Who do you think I am? 14 hours of Diablo ongoing. Yes, I'm so sorry.
Entire waking hours playing and thinking about video games.
That is our life, basically.
Yeah.
We hang out with our friends and our significant others, and besides that, we play games or we watch games or we talk about games.
Well, there's also board
games.
There's also board
That's games. It's the same thing.
No, I do think they're different. They're very similar, but it's like not quite the same. Ask them to turn...
What is that emote? It looks so sad. Oh my god.
Ask them to turn you guys to face each other so you can love... I gaze lovingly into Valdez's eyes all the time.
Colleague zoned. Yeah. Today ended too quickly.
It really... The vibes were so good that sometimes we are like, oh, shame it's not more games, but then we're internally like, it's fine. But now I'm genuinely bummed.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we did just... Yeah. You know, I didn't get to stream this weekend.
That's why I think you should go home and stream.
Maybe I should.
Are you going to?
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
maybe tomorrow.
Maybe take the day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 1 day off. I have 2 days off. Double the amount of days off.
I know. We went from 1 day off to 2 days a week off. And yesterday was my day off, and I still had to come in for Pog State. That was rough.
Yeah, I've done that a bunch of times. Serious question follow-up. What separates a challenger from... So individual skill actually I think is the least big gap. That's actually where you see... Because you can see challenger players like Match good players in lane specifically, but teamwork is definitely a big one. The main thing to me is that the amount of mistakes you can make while like rotating around the map or setting up for fights or like face checking brushes in LCK is like 10 times less room for error. And like when you do make a mistake, you just lose the game, right?
Yeah.
Like if you make a
Teams are
mistake
too good.
against Gen.G or not or T1 or D plus or KT, that's it. Right? Like one bad
Snap
face
your
check.
neck.
And in challengers, exactly. And in challengers, as we all the time lovingly joke about, you don't really. Often it will be, but very often also it doesn't matter what you do as long as you can like team fight your way out or flip
We-
your way out.
We do sit in this space. We have an observer PC there as well.
Yeah.
Where we can check all the stats and stuff. How do you not lose your voice? You use it correctly.
Yeah.
With your diaphragm.
Yeah.
And especially if you do it for a long, many years in a row, it just becomes second nature. Nature.
Is it?
My ears?
Were
Oh,
too-
did
oh,
it
it was
static again?
Was it static
Sorry,
or was
guys.
it me?
I don't know why the static keeps happening at exactly this point in the day.
It might just be me being loud. I'm sorry. Static burst. Okay, then I
Nah,
feel
yeah,
that's not me.
static burst. Who's being interviewed on the DRX side? I think the POG.
I don't know. Yeah, I assume so. Because I saw two people standing, so I
Arthur,
assume
when are
it's
you gonna
Satap
do-
and
Yeah,
I've
because
done
when Lucid was the solo
yeah.
POG, he was solo. interview.
I've done a cooking stream once at my old place. It was fun.
What did you cook? Was it blue? Oh, you've never you've never seen Breaking Bad. Never mind.
No, I don't remember. Maybe just was it pasta? No idea. But I don't really have anything on the docket when it comes to. I actually am gonna make enchiladas. I still have a ton of the dried chilies,
Nice.
so I'll make like a nice enchilada sauce and then make, enchiladas, chicken enchiladas. I'm really excited. It's
Static
gonna be
Shiv is
delicious.
banned because sometimes.
Not anymore. It's fixed on this patch.
Okay, it's
But it
not
was.
banned. It was banned because it would sometimes kill your own minions and
That's
essentially deny them.
That's not our MOBA.
Did you also get gold for it, or would it just
No
deny
idea.
them?
I don't know.
Wait, you didn't abuse that bug every day in solo queue? I don't even know who you are anymore.
What are you talking about? If there's one goody two shoes never breaks a rule in his life, it's me,
Oh,
Valdez.
man. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. T1 losing to Hamalife 2-0 is probably the most surprising. Second most surprising was Nongshim losing 2-0 to DRX, who looked fantastic. And then the more obvious one, which
That
we
one
kind of knew
was-
coming
yeah.
into this one, DK is very strong, Kwangmin Freak's still struggling. That one being 2-0, not surprising at all. And that was today's result.
Yeah, the Nongshim one, Nongshim losing, sure, but DRX 2-0ing them, or either way 2-0, definitely surprising to me. But DRX earned it, had a wonderful draft in game number 1, and in game number 2 just straight up outplayed and outfought Nongshim, even with some of the early leads they were able to get. And isn't it just, well, it was partially Forest, but not just. It was definitely T1 just in general.
It was, yeah, it was a
rough.
team thing. I think Forrest had some whoopsie moments, but he also had some good moments.
Yeah,
So
Poby also didn't look, but it's like not,
it's hard.
those two kind of struggled, but it really was the whole team.
Yeah.
And we will see who ends up joining, the DKs, the DRXs, the Nongshims.
DK and DRX on top again.
Yeah,
Who could have seen this coming?
Yeah, if only you watched Spring Challengers, Feldas. Oh wait, you were there for all of
No,
it.
I didn't watch it. I casted it. Hey, there's a difference.
DK
DK's
just
just
lucky.
like-
Oh, yep,
Yeah,
yep, true.
definitely.
Very accurate.
Who's gonna co-stream the games? I think it's Ojin and
Oh.
Shy, but
Same
it's
as
Korean
usual.
co-streams, and I think it's on like Africa TV. So good luck. I don't personally know. Holy guacamole! T1 obviously didn't pick Gragas. He's so rotund. Lord have mercy.
Hey.
What am I even reading?
Why are you, what? What do you?
What am I reading? Okay.
What did he mean by this?
What did he mean by this? It's the big boss.
Of all comments to read in full, yeah, maybe that one.
I mean, it
should've-
wasn't necessarily like bad. It
It
was,
was
just,
just peculiar.
It was just kind
So,
of sussy.
Bro Leavers rise up. They actually beat T1.
No, Homa Life.
Did they? Oh, they beat Homa
Esports,
Life.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They 2-0'd Homa Life.
And then Homa Life 2-0'd T1.
And Sandbox got 2-0'd by Gen.G. So maybe Gen.G finally on the bounce back after dealing with their tragic loss of losing what is the best AD carry rookie since Guma and not being able to deal with it in spring. Maybe this split, they get to adapt, become better. Ophelia's back.
Yeah.
And KT did get 2-0'd, but that was by D+. So we'll take that one with a grain of salt.
Still counts. You get 2-0'd, you deserve it.
To get roasted.
Yes. That second match definitely going to be interesting. First one as well. Maybe we have 6 games today and 6 games tomorrow.
Could happen.
It's never Brover till it's Brover. So even if Bro lose the first game, they could come back and win 2 in a row.
Always possible.
Or they
And,
could win
that'll
1
be,
and then lose the third one. Or you know.
That'll be Atlas and Wolf, as per usual. And then starting next week, we're gonna flip it again.
Yeah, Wolf is on the 7 days in a row. Well, it's not 7 days because he's probably not going to have to fill for someone. But
Yeah.
He'll do Tuesday into LCK. He'll have 1 day off somewhere in the middle, and then he'll do Monday with me.
Yeah.
I got to do 2 back-to-back Mondays because actually Atlas filled in for me the first day because I was up all night casting a different game. Very rough times.
This man's a grinder. Everyone, give a little
Yes,
clap for Valdes.
absolutely.
Valdes, his work ethic is very
Nice.
admirable, and he doesn't get enough credit for it. So here you are, getting shouted out.
Great. Yes,
There we go.
thank
Good
you.
job. Good job, chat.
If
Give
you
me
do
claps.
2 days, does that make you a consistent streamer, Valder?
Sure.
It was really cool you casted in Valorant today as well. There was Valorant on today. I guess the spirit of Valdez lives on through VCT Pacific
do you
as
have a
DRX get clapped by EG
Do you have a
in Tokyo Masters.
do you have a thing in that you complain about that's iconic for Valdes?
In Valorant?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll have to think
Cool.
about it.
Thank you for the answer.
All right.
That's all I wanted
well,
to know.
Guys, we're done here. That was a very fun day of Challengers. Very much enjoyed it all with you as well, and all of you out there. So thank you for watching. Join Atlas and Wolf tomorrow for more great times at Challengers. But until then, have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.